Transcorp was launched in July 2005 as a conglomerate in the mold of Asian conglomerates such as Daewoo and Samsung. But after its listing on the NSE in November 2006, its share price has crashed by a staggering 88% to 91 kobo, and that amidst a string of challenges. We now cross to Lagos, where Wole Famurewa is standing by. Good afternoon, Wole.
Yes, hi Alicia. You're joining me, like you mentioned, is the CEO at Transcorp, Manz Denga, to give us a perspective on the way forward for that conglomerate. Thank you so much, Manz, for joining us on the show today. Well, first of all, let me just say to us, like we mentioned in the intro, share price is down well over 80% since it was listed. Investors are looking at the way forward of Transcorp. We know you've had a string of challenges with your foray into Nitel and so forth. Give us a sense of where you are now and what's the way forward.
I think I want to say that I'm excited, especially about the future. I'm not looking backwards. The company, yes, the share price has gone down, and profit overall is yet to come the way we had planned. But I see a lot of potential in the future, and there couldn't be a better time than now. In the spaces that we play, agriculture, for instance, there is a new momentum at the minister's level for the programs they are planning for agri. So it's the right time to key into those kind of programs and then get the income and revenue sources beyond just the hotel into other spaces. So the future is what excites me. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Obviously, like you mentioned, the hotel is your big investment, and that is pretty much what we're seeing on the financials to date. Your investment in Transcorp, Hilton, has obviously paid off very well. But the diversification strategy is what I think many investors want to hear about now. What's the way to take Transcorp beyond just being a company invested in a hotel? Yes.
Let me first of all say that even in the hotel, have we played to maximum potential? No. So even in the hotel space, there is a lot of room for growth. But yes, you're right. Today, we look at Transcorp as a corporation, and we see the effect of the hotel, which is a flagship hotel for Nigeria. But even within that space, we can take the hotel in other African countries or do the same hotel chain in other cities in Nigeria and maximize value. But that's the hotel side. If we move beyond that, we have real estate, which if we can optimize their returns, they will be positive to the bottom line. The main one for me in the next 6 months is the agri space. As you know, we've acquired the Ben Fruits company in Benue State, and strategies and discussions are on to start production by November. Once that happens, we're looking at January, February, having another income stream in addition to Hilton. The minister is thinking about doing sorghum for the north. He's thinking cassava, he's thinking rice, he's thinking potato and several other initiatives. And we're working with him to see how we can position Transcorp in the agri space. So we have agri coming in to join in the first quarter of next year. And then we have an oil block. We're looking at the last quarter for next year, starting to produce and export crude. So it's very exciting. The future is very exciting if we consider the things that we are going to possibly do.
Okay, and in light of all those diversification plans, what should we expect from your, what should the look of your balance sheet and financials be come end of next year? You just released results not so long ago for 2010, and you've obviously turned a profit after a series of losses. But the big question is, what will be the contribution of all these investments in terms of the foray into oil and, of course, the agri side?
Yes, I think if we were to put percentages to the balance sheet, I expect the balance sheet to show a growth that is 70% and above come next year. You know, the full year we see us doing 70% or better in terms of total balance sheet size. That's how I would like to be measured.
And what about the revenues? What kind of contribution should we expect from the agri and the oil investment?
Oh, they will be mighty. We want to see the hotel come down in terms of contribution to only 75% of the total business by first quarter, where agri stake takes 25%. And then when we start doing the oil business, the dynamics will change, and we'll see oil being the major earner, in which case we'll need to then grow very fast into Africa, into Nigeria, in the spaces we play, so that oil doesn't get dominant, you know, like you have in Nigeria, where oil contributes. We'll have to spread it out. So.
Okay, you made a foray into the telco space with your acquisition of Nitel. Obviously, that transaction was cancelled, but you clearly showed some interest in that space. What are you looking at, given the way the market is structured right now with the heavyweights in the GSM space?
Yes, I think Nitel, it's a transaction that didn't go well. I'm just 2 days in the office, so I don't know the details. But if we were to play in the space, yes, you grant MTN and Airtel and the big players their space, and then you concentrate on data. Data opportunities are huge for Nigeria in terms of having a national ID system, in terms of having a data center to serve the banks. They are huge. So if we were to look at Nitel, again, we'll concentrate on the cables that Nitel has and then maximize them for data revenues. You know, that's what, but that's not on the cards now. Remember, I'm 2 days in the office, so
all right. I can imagine you're settling in. But okay, final word to shareholders. They are very expectant. Like you mentioned, the share price has calmed down. Can we expect a dividend this year?
Yes. Our AGM is next month, September 15th. So the year has already gone. There is
Sorry, I meant for the year ending this year, which will be next year, of course. Is it likely we will see a dividend paid?
Next year, we will work aggressively to pay a dividend. I sympathize and empathize with the shareholders who have lost value in terms of their going-in price and the current market price. But what I can assure all shareholders is that the future is bright and they can expect dividend. We'll work very hard to pay a dividend, and where we succeed, the reasons will be known. If we fail, also the reasons will be clear, but we are working towards the positive and not negative.
Thank you very much, Manz Denga, CEO at Transcorp, acting CEO at Transcorp, giving us his thoughts on the numbers and, of course, the way forward for the conglomerate.